Long ago in ancient India, there lived a princess named Savitri. She was wise, fearless, and known for her unshakable spirit. When the time came to choose a husband, she traveled across kingdoms, searching for someone worthy of her heart. Then she met Satyavan, a kind and noble man living quietly in the forest with his exiled family. The moment Savitri saw him, she knew this was the man she would marry. But when she returned home, a sage delivered terrible news. Satyavan was destined to die exactly 1 year after their wedding. The entire kingdom begged her to choose someone else, but Savitri refused. Life without love is no life at all. And so she married him anyway. The months passed quietly. Savitri lived beside Satyavan in the forest, helping his family, gathering food, and cherishing every moment they shared. But deep inside, she never forgot the prophecy. Every sunrise brought them one step closer to the day fate had promised. As the final days approached, Savitri stopped eating. She fasted and prayed for 3 days and nights, not out of fear, but preparation. She knew a battle was coming, not with swords, not with armies, but with destiny itself. And when the final morning arrived, Savitri refused to leave Satyavan's side.
That day, Satyavan entered the forest to chop wood. Savitri followed closely behind. As the sun climbed higher, Satyavan suddenly became weak. He dropped his axe and collapsed into Savitri's arms. Then the forest changed. The wind fell silent. The air grew cold. And from the shadows appeared Yama, the god of death. Dark, powerful, and impossible to resist. Yama carried a glowing cord in his hand. With it, he drew Satyavan's soul from his body. Then he turned and walked away. Most people would have collapsed in despair. Most people would have accepted defeat. But Savitri stood up and followed death itself.
Yama noticed her footsteps behind him. "Return home," he warned. "No mortal may walk the path of death." But Savitri kept walking. She spoke with calm respect, not anger, not panic. She spoke about loyalty, about devotion, about how true love does not disappear when suffering begins. Yama was surprised. No one had ever followed him like this before. Impressed by her wisdom, he offered her a reward, anything except Satyavan's life. Savitri asked for her blind father-in-law's sight to be restored. Yama agreed. But Savitri continued following him, step after step, closer to the edge between life and eternity. Again, Yama told her to turn back. Again, Savitri refused. She spoke of compassion, of righteousness, of the duty to protect those who suffer. The god of death listened, and once more he granted her a wish. Savitri asked for her husband's lost kingdom to be restored. Yama agreed. Still she followed. Still she refused to surrender. Yama had faced warriors, kings, saints, but never someone with a spirit this determined. Finally, he offered her one last blessing. Savitri bowed her head and said, "Then grant me many children with my husband, Satyavan." Yama answered without thinking, "So it shall be." Then he stopped walking, because he realized the truth. A woman could not have children with a dead husband. For the first time, the god of death had been defeated. Not by force, not by violence, but by love, patience, and intelligence. Yama looked at Savitri with respect. She had not begged. She had not cursed fate. She had endured it, challenged it, and outlasted it. So Yama smiled. Then he released Satyavan's soul. "Your devotion has conquered even death," he said. Moments later, deep in the forest, Satyavan opened his eyes, alive once more. The prophecy had been broken, not because fate was weak, but because Savitri refused to surrender to it. The story of Savitri survived for thousands of years because it reminds us of something powerful. Some battles are not won with strength, they are won with persistence. When life tells you to give up, keep walking. When fear tells you the story is over, keep speaking. When the world says fate cannot change, remember Savitri. Because sometimes the people who change destiny are not the strongest. They are simply the ones who refuse to stop. And that is how one woman walked beside death itself and came back victorious.